Hey beer tubers, this is Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me today. It's going to be my first canned beer, and not only is this a canned craft beer, it is a canned Imperial Stout, and that is 10 FIDY Imperial Stout by Oskar Blues out there in Lyons, Colorado. This is supposed to be one of the better Imperial Stouts out there, and the fact that it comes in a can is really cool, and you can see my can is really kind of beat up there, but I've had this for a while, so I figure it's been pretty cool here. So let's crack this thing open and get it poured. I have had this one time, but it was a good while ago, so I'm just gonna go straight down and try to generate a head. It's a big beer. It's 9.5% ABV. I believe 10 FIDY was originally 10.5%, but I think they changed it. It's now 9.5%. 10 FIDY more being a motor oil reference, and you can tell from the color on this beer, yeah, there's no light getting through that beer. This is definitely motor oil black. It's like half a finger of a very dark, a very brown head. I mean, it's one of the darker heads I've seen on a beer. Let's get the nose on this thing. A lot of dark fruits. Little like chocolate in there. There's like a dark fruit chocolate with some alcohol, and some roasted malt characteristics on it. And I can already see like the legs of the alcohol kind of clinging to the side of this glass. So it's an okay smelling beer. There's definitely better smelling Imperial Stouts out there. So I'm ready to try this. It's been a long time. So cheers. That is tasty. It tastes better than the smell. Definitely. Yeah, it's so thick. It is motor oil. Completely full-bodied beer. As far as the flavors, it's fairly complex. There's chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate actually in this beer. Not that they brew with chocolate, but a lot of chocolate malt in there. Some other kind of like big kind of roast, dark roasty malt. You know, all those dark malts are probably several different ones in this beer. Those dark fruits really come into play. Definitely like plum. Definitely some plum, almost like it's got that port wine character to it as well. So it's kind of got that little bit of a vinous kind of dark fruit character. And then chocolate, maybe a little coffee in the after, kind of the back of the tongue, maybe a little coffee kind of after the beer's gone down. Kind of get some of that roasted coffee, dark chocolate character as well. What's nice about a beer like this, it's not too sweet. There's definitely some hops in there. You can't smell them. You can't directly taste them, but there's enough in there to keep this thing from going overly sweet. Of course, there are those dark roasted malts that help impart bitterness as well, but they probably have a good amount of hops in here just to keep it from going too sweet on it. Because nothing worse than an Imperial Stout that ends up being too sweet, and this one's not at all. That's a very sticky beer too. Just ultra robust beer. It's I think about 15 bucks a 4-pack of cans for this beer, which to me seems really high in some respects. I mean, you're getting a 4-pack of 12-ounce cans for 15 bucks, but I guess when you kind of break it down, it's not too bad in terms of by ounce basis. Say like 2 bombers of like a Stone IRS, you're gonna pay about, you know, $7 a bottle. For 44 ounces of beer, it's gonna cost you about 14. So I mean, this isn't that much for you know, 48 ounces of beer. So when you break it down like that, it's not too bad, but I don't know, for some reason it seems more expensive than probably it really is. And I've heard this, like a single can of this in other parts of the country going for even more than you know, that price per can, breaking it down, which is probably definitely absurd for those prices. But for what I can get it at, it's not too bad of a deal. For me, this is a world-class Imperial Stout. This goes up there to me with Stone's Imperial Russian Stout, North Coast Old Rasputin, AleSmith Speedway Stout. I know, to me, the Stone is a limited spring release, but to me, I can get it year round, so I kind of think of it as a year-round beer. This is a year-round beer. Rasputin's are a year-round beer. AleSmith Speedway Stout's pretty much a year-round beer for me. So all those are like really fantastic Imperial Stouts, and this is up there with them. I was really surprised when I first had this because you do get like a good amount of alcohol in the nose, but when you drink it, I mean, there's a little bit there, but not much at all. It's actually very well hidden in the taste, I think. I'm going to give this thing an A. This is an excellent Imperial Stout. I'm sure the barrel-aged version get an A+, because, yeah, just add some oak, some vanilla to this beer. Oh man, it'd be awesome. So other than the nose being a bit kind of like on the weak side, I mean, I'll take that. I mean, that's not too big of a deal as long as the taste is there, and the taste is clearly there for this beer. So that's why I'm giving it an A. It's one of the better Imperial Stouts that you can regularly get, at least wherever you can get Oskar Blues. So 10 FIDY. I love the name too, 10 FIDY. It's fun to say. It's awesome. It's a can. I need to do more Oskar Blues beers. If you haven't had Old Chub, their Scottish Ale, love that name as well. That's an excellent beer. I'm going to get to reviewing that. That would probably be my next Oskar Blues beer to review. So I'd like to do that, you know, kind of like on the road, because, I mean, you can just get a can of these excellent craft beers and just take them on the go. I don't know, go hiking, whatever. I wish they get their costs down a little bit on these. It'd be nice to buy this for like maybe like 12, 13 bucks a 4-pack instead of like 15 plus. So until next time, guys, please comment and subscribe if you haven't. Cheers.